Okay. Good evening. This is Bhushan Nemlekar from Dahisar Connect. And as we had planned earlier, we always organize a DC Celeb Talk. Today I have got Prachi Sahasrabudhe, who's a Nemlekarite, who's student of Nemlekar. She is a student of Vidya Mandir School also, and now she has done a fine arts. She's done a bachelor's of fine arts, and also done a master's of fine arts. I mean, bachelor's was from JJ School of Arts, the most renowned college in institute in India. And then again, she has done from Shantiniketan, which is again a reputed international institute. Actually, the reason to call in Prachi today was, we always have this, where students always go in for science, commerce, and they pursue as chartered accountants, or they go for doctors, engineers, medical. But there are very few who take up this step where they join in for fine arts. And I thought it is appropriate that I should ask Prachi her views because she's completed her education. Now she's done a master's and she started a career now. So just to guide parents as well as the students who are in this field as to how and how they should pursue this, how they should view this career. I would like to request Prachi to say a few words introducing how she took this decision. Prachi, can you please start?
Uh, yes, I would like to thank, first of all, to Bhushan Nemlekar sir for inviting me over here at Dahisar Connect platform. And I'd like to share a little bit of my journey today. Since fine art and art, anything related with art or art field is very new to normal people, and they are very reluctant towards pursuing
Yeah,
careers into that field.
true,
So
true.
maybe today my journey might help some of them who are willing to take up this career as their future choices.
Yeah,
Uh, so I'm from Dahisar, and I studied in Vidya Mandir School.
yeah.
That's when I was taking classes with Nemlekar
Tutorials. Nemlekar
tutorials. Yeah,
tutorials, yeah.
sorry, I just
Mm,
couldn't remember that
mm.
proper name. Okay, so that's when I met Bhushan sir and ma'am, and from after that, like around that time only, I
Yeah,
had been thinking about what to pursue as a career, because that's the exact time when we get those thoughts that what to do after 10th, after 12th. So that was the time. And so I had this, uh, during those times, I wasn't as talkative as I am right now. And I was very introvert. And there was only one way of communication and one thing that I had pursued since my childhood, and that was drawing and painting. As a child, that was my medium of communication with my parents, or that was kind of
mm.
a talent that I was always appreciated for. And so I had these regular art classes going on, and during that time, I think I had stopped studies and
Okay,
all. I had stopped, but still, I used to draw whenever I was stressed out. I used to draw wherever, like inside my study books or notebooks. There used to be drawings everywhere. So that's when I expressed this to my mother, that
yeah.
I want to do something related with art. And then afterwards, I think she had already acknowledged my inclination towards creative field, so she gathered a little bit information about how to pursue this field. And
Okay.
that's when we got to know about Sir JJ School of
So
Art.
there was
And
no resistance from your parents or from your mom that,
luckily, no,
okay,
no, not at all.
okay.
Because I think my mother had that intuition or something that I would go to some unconventional career only. So she was quite prepared for that.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I got very positive support from my family since
Mm-hmm.
the start, since the beginning. So, but then I realized that I have to practice a lot to get into Sir JJ School of Art. and I started my practice under a teacher who had completed her education from the same art school, and she knew the basics how to prepare the student for the entrance exam. So I started getting classes from her after my 10th. So 2 years I practiced for Surgery School of Arts entrance exam.
Okay.
So 11th and 12th, I was a little bit disheartened that I couldn't join the course immediately after 10th, because I was a little bit, I didn't want to study. That mindset is there of a lot of teenagers. So I
Okay.
had that mindset. I didn't want to study. And it wasn't like I wasn't good at studies. I was good at studies. I scored pretty well in
In your
10th
10th and
also.
12th. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't want to study. But
Okay.
then I didn't have a choice, and as I wanted to pursue a degree,
Yeah.
so I had to complete my 12th, which I did from a very well-known college in Mumbai, Ruparel College. So I pursued my arts for junior college,
Okay.
and so that was like you have to keep an option for you. If you don't get into
Yeah.
your desired career,
There is an
you
alternative.
can always, yeah, there should be an alternative. It shouldn't be that, yeah, if this doesn't happen, then you are clueless what
Yeah,
to do.
nowhere.
It
Yeah,
shouldn't
yeah,
happen.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I had this option. If I cannot get into the art college, I can still pursue my BA. So
Okay.
that was the thing. So first time when I attempted this entrance exam for JJ School of
Hmm.
Art, with few ranks, I just couldn't get into the college. And that's when there was a little bit of what you say. Uh, I
Apprehension
was
was
kind
there.
of
There was.
surprised.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was kind of surprised that I mean, I didn't get an admission. How is that possible? That
Okay.
happens because since school days, I used to participate in a lot of art competitions. I used to get first prize, second prize, and all these things. So that appreciation, when you are too much indulged into that,
Ah,
you
yeah.
actually get that,
Is it
that
overconfidence
surprise.
or is it overconfidence?
It
Sometimes you
wasn't.
feel.
I would say it was like a,
Yeah.
it was like everyone says, "Oh, you will get into that. You're good at art.
It's
You'll
taken
get
for
into
it,
it."
it's taken for granted
Yeah,
kind of attitude. Like, okay, I'm going to get it.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And it's nothing like I didn't practice. I
Hmm.
practiced for 2 long years. 2 years I practiced.
Hmm.
So it wasn't like that. But yeah, it was like a surprise for me.
Yeah.
But then that was the turning point. There I could have just left it that no, if I am not able to do this, I would have done like that. Otherwise, but I didn't opt for that option. I said, okay, I'll practice one more time. And next time, if I don't get through, I will continue what I'm doing in BA. But then, luckily, from a relative or someone, I got information about a foundation course. So
Okay.
this is basically a course which is offered by Directorate of Art, Maharashtra,
Okay.
which is a government course
Hmm.
in higher art. It's a 1 year course.
Okay.
So in this course, what happens is, so in Maharashtra, it's a plus point that
Hmm.
the government of Maharashtra is offering this course for especially for art students to prepare their portfolios for art colleges.
Okay.
So in this course, basically, I got an idea about entire courses or course plans in
Okay.
creative art, fine art and applied art are the
Okay.
two segments.
Okay.
So in this foundation course, you get idea about all these two segments. What all are the subjects,
Yeah.
how you can, a little bit introduction about every subject. So this was a very thorough course for this art education,
Okay.
and I did that for 1 year. So it wasn't like i I didn't want to waste my 1 year.
Hmm.
So what happened through this course is I got connected with the art field instantly, and I
Okay.
got familiar with the subjects in art. And then I realized, okay, uh, why I didn't get the admission earlier, that I realized in that course.
Okay.
And then that year when I appeared for the exam, I got a good rank.
Hmm.
I got into my dream college, Sir J. School of Art.
Oh, wow.
Also, here what happened is I got pretty clear about earlier. I had made a choice to apply in the commercial field, like applied art college.
Okay.
Whereas my inclination, I realized, is towards fine art in that course.
Okay.
So it made easy. It made me to realize and
Yeah.
do my choice correctly for the second attempt. And that's how I got into Surgery School of Art and my journey started.
Okay. Can I ask you a question where some people feel, okay, if you do your intermediate and elementary intermediate, and like you're a good artist or you have got the flair for it, that means you have done something. You are already selected for JJ School of Arts or for such good colleges. Is it something like a myth where people should not take it for granted? There are certain specialized things which they should do post their 10th or 12th.
Yes, basically, this belief that just because your child is good in, drawing something or is good at, expressing his or her idea through drawing,
Yeah.
he's an artist. That
Mm.
concept should be erased off. I might sound a little bit rude that you shouldn't call your child an artist, but yes, you should not. You
Mm.
can say that
He's
your
learning. He's
child is good
learning
at
art. Yeah, he's learning.
your child is good at drawing. Your child is good at painting. You can say like that because
Okay.
I have seen this
Yeah.
habit in the parents as I am
Mm.
also teaching now.
Yeah.
So I see this habit in parents that my child is really good. My child is a good artist. They will introduce like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we have to imbibe this thing in our mind that being an artist is a lifelong process. So you cannot be an artist
Mm.
unless you have a proper education in that field in visual art, and this happens only for visual art. Like for example, for dance and music, parents are always encouraging towards gaining some formal education in music or in dance because
True.
they know that without the education, without the formal education, the child cannot be recognized as a dancer or as a singer. But
True. True.
then when it comes for a visual art, they do not
Accept it.
behave in the same or think in the same manner.
I'll tell
So
you what.
that
I'll I'll I'll,
mentality.
I'll tell you. I mean, you are not trying to be rude, or I'm also not trying to be, like to bring the worst of it from you. Or I want to actually make the parents realize what is required. What they should not do, or what they should look out for. Like because if they go on pampering the child as a great artist, maybe they stop the growth of the child. As you said, there has to be, and you have done this in this field of art, as a fine art graduate. So you know exactly, or at least 99% of how a person should go through that. So it's not that we are hurting the parents. In fact, we are just giving them the right path so that they should not misconstrue that, isn't it?
Yes, because what happens with such over appreciation kind of thing, what
Yeah.
happens is when the child actually goes into real, if suppose that child goes into the art college,
Yeah.
what
Okay.
happens is, this is my experience. When
Yeah.
I appeared after my 12th for the entrance exam, what happened was there were thousands of other applicants, students who appeared for the exam,
Yeah.
and they had done already. They were so old than me. They were older than me. They had already done some of them had done 2 years of their engineering and they left engineering and they came for art. uh, then some of them had already done their diplomas in art. Now they wanted to pursue degree, so they came
Mm.
for the entrance exam.
So they were quite
So you
senior to
are
you. They were quite senior to
yeah.
you age
So
wise.
in art colleges, what happens is
Mm.
some people come after actually completing their degrees or maybe doing job for some years,
Oh yeah.
and then again they are appearing. So here there are not people from like of the, there are people of dynamic age groups.
Like how
So
they do
they,
MBA and all. If you see
yes,
MBA, there are people
yes,
who are quite senior. So
yes.
you say
Because in for pursuing art graduation, there is no age limit. So
okay.
you are actually being exposed to the environment,
Yeah.
and then after 12th, obviously you are not that matured enough.
Yeah.
So you are directly competing with so many people who have practiced for 4 5 years. So
True.
that's where
Hmm.
you fall short if you are not confident, if you are
Okay.
overconfident, or if you don't have, or if you are expecting just too much from yourself.
Okay.
That happens sometimes. So in that case, parents should also be aware
Hmm.
about how much they should definitely encourage their children,
Yeah.
but uh, claiming them as artists at such an early age
Hmm.
will be, a little bit too much, because
Yeah.
being an artist is a, for that, if you decide to give your child a proper education in art, then certainly after a post graduation he will become an artist. So that should be
Yeah, yeah.
the,
As what you rightly said, I remember a sentence where you said that in arts, learning is there for years together. I mean, you just go on learning
yes,
infinite, like till the age is there. I mean, so it's too
yes,
early to term. Maybe you yourself will still not call that I'm an artist. You are still a learner
yeah,
at any point of time, isn't it? That's what
yes,
you want
yes,
to convey. Okay. Uh,
yes, because these
yeah.
creative fields are like that. You have to keep learning and keep updating yourselves.
True, true.
Yes,
How do I mean? Are there any admission procedures like for just for parents to just ease out? Like if you can just give a couple of steps how they should get their children for beyond 10. What is this thing? Are they
hmm.
for any graduation streamline? I mean up to 12th, arts, science, commerce, and then they should go in for those competitive exams. Can you just put some light on
Okay.
that?
This is specific. This is specified for Maharashtra candidates. I'm
Yeah,
just right
yeah,
now. I'm just talking about the Maharashtra candidates.
yeah,
Uh, as this is Dahisar Connect, so maybe I'm assuming that our
yeah.
audience will be majorly from Mumbai or Maharashtra.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So there are actually in Maharashtra state there are two options of
yeah,
pursuing art education. One is after 10th you can pursue, after 10th you can take admission into the foundation course that I mentioned earlier.
mm-hmm.
You can do this foundation course in higher art
Yeah,
for 1 year.
yeah,
You can, in that you prepare your portfolio, you get all the knowledge about the all the streams in art,
yeah,
and through that through the score of that foundation course you can
mm,
get admission into diploma colleges in Mumbai, which are Sophia Polytechnic is one,
yeah, yeah,
that is only for girls. There is Raheja, a school of art. Recently, I think that got shifted to, and the name also has changed now,
okay,
but
okay,
it is referred to as Raheja School of Art only.
okay,
Then these are some examples of diploma colleges which are
okay,
after 10th,
okay,
and but certainly I won't suggest to pursue diploma in art. Other option is after 10th, you keep on practicing for your entrance exam,
yeah,
pursue your junior college,
yeah,
11th and 12th. In any stream, it is
and
fine. You
yeah.
need English as a subject though. You need a
Oh,
minimum
English is a
50%
must,
score.
is it? I mean, I'll note
Yeah.
English is a must, and
Yes, yes.
50% is the minimum required. Okay,
Yeah, 50% should be passed in English subject.
okay.
That is mandatory.
So,
Elementary, intermediate, if you have.
were you from semi-English, if I can ask you, or
Yes. Yes,
yeah, but then
yes,
your English is definitely good. You have got good confidence when you speak, at such interviews. So I'm very happy that have that confidence to share screen with people. It's really a good
yes.
improvement.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think I learned English from you only, sir,
Oh, thank you
in
so much.
ninth.
I'm thanking myself on a piece of paper. Thank. Great, great.
Okay. So yes, as I was saying,
Yeah.
so 11th, 12th, any stream would be fine. Just
Mm-hmm.
English should be a subject. Elementary, intermediate, if you have given those exams, then in Maharashtra, definitely it is considered. So when you appear for your JJ School of Arts entrance exam, actually
Mm-hmm.
that's a common entrance exam. So through this common entrance exam, you can actually select a list of colleges in entire Maharashtra that fall
Okay.
under Directorate of Art.
Okay.
So uh, these elementary intermediate exams give you
Mm.
5 marks extra
Okay.
in your
Okay.
total. So
Okay.
actually, those are actually if you have them, it's good.
Yeah.
All right, and then everything depends upon how you actually score into their entrance exam.
Okay.
And they have three papers. One is a rendering exam,
Yeah.
pencil shading.
Yeah.
Second is a design exam in which
Okay.
you create a 2D design, two-dimensional design that is.
Yeah.
Third is a memory drawing in which they prompt you a subject. You have to create a memory drawing from that.
So it's
All of these
last moment on the
papers,
spot they give you the subject. Is
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
All of these papers are 1 hour
Okay.
exams,
Mhm.
and so to gain that speed, you need to practice for a whole year
Okay. Okay.
because you have to finish everything in within 1 hour, which is tough because you have to
Okay.
finish that entire artwork.
Yeah. Okay.
And then fourth paper is a GK,
Mm.
which talks about general questions, general knowledge.
Okay.
So yeah, these are the four papers that happen
Mm.
in
Mm.
this common
Entrance.
entrance exam by
Okay.
Directorate of Art. So through this exam, you can actually, like for engineering, there are, option form. There is a option form where you can actually give uh, names of the college according to your preference.
Yeah.
So similarly, here also, for suppose your preference is Surgery School of Art first, you can
Yeah.
write that.
Okay.
Then other colleges are there. There are colleges in Pune. Abhinav Kala Mahavidyalaya is there. Bharati Vidyapit is there. Then in Aurangabad also there is an art school. Then in Goa there are art colleges. There are almost in every city of Maharashtra there are art colleges. Satara, Kolhapur,
Okay. Okay.
everywhere.
Okay. It's good news. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even in Mumbai there is another college, Rachna Sansad,
Okay.
other than other than Sir
JJ.
J.J. School of
Sir
Art.
JJ School of Arts. Okay. Okay. Great.
Now I would also like to make this clear that
Hmm.
Sir J.J. School of Art, within one campus there are three colleges,
Okay.
which is one is Sir J.J. Institute of Applied Art, which
Okay.
is totally related with the commercial art field, advertisement field.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a degree in applied art.
Mm.
That's one college. Another is Sir J.J. College of Architecture.
Okay.
Architecture doesn't fall into this common entrance exam that I'm talking about. It's
Okay.
totally a separate
So
institution.
there's a separate examination for architecture. There's a
Yes, architecture, the NATA, I think.
okay. Yeah, Nata is yeah.
Yeah,
Of course, I agree with you.
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So through that
Third
only you
one.
can.
Third one.
Third,
There's
Sir J.J. School of Art, which is a fine art school.
fine. Okay.
So in this fine art school,
Yeah.
there are 6 departments:
Yeah.
painting, sculpture, ceramic, metalwork, interior decoration, and
Yeah.
textile.
Great.
These are the departments in Sir J School of Fine Art.
Mm.
So each department also you can give in your option form. For
Okay.
suppose you want a painting, but you're not sure whether you will get into that or not. So your second choice can be other subject that you are interested in, which is
Okay.
like textile, then ceramic, then like
That can
that.
be
So
optional. That can be optional. Is it?
yeah.
Second option. Okay.
So as per the rank you achieve in
Yeah.
the entrance exam,
Mm.
they will automatically allot you
Yeah.
to the stream that you have put into your option form. That
Okay.
everything is electronical, so
Okay.
that
Okay.
will
Okay.
happen into certain
So that depends on your
schools
performance, completely on the performance of the student, isn't it?
in the exam,
In the
in the
exam.
entrance exam.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
precisely. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Mm-hmm.
So through that, then if luckily if you are selected, now there is, when I had appeared for that entrance exam in 2011, first time I attempted in 2011.
Yeah.
That time the cutoff list for general was 60 and my rank was 90,
Oh,
so I couldn't get.
okay.
Then second time I attempted, so that time I don't remember the rank exactly, but I got into my rank into first 50s, so I got
Hmm.
admission in fine
So,
art
so
college,
how many
painting.
attempts did you get? How many attempts were there?
So second attempt I got,
Okay.
luckily. So I
Okay.
had decided after my second attempt I might not again try.
Okay.
If I don't get, I won't try. Rather, I'll go for diploma. Otherwise, I'll just complete my BA.
Okay.
But I got it.
Very
So
good. It's God's grace
I,
that you got it. Yeah. Okay. Very good.
yeah. So it's highly competitive, that entrance exam.
Hmm.
And other than Maharashtra, there are several other universities
Yeah.
which have really nice courses in art. And if you are looking for central universities, then there is Shanti Niketan Vishwa Bharati University,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
Which
is
you were
also
actually
another
enrolled.
ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enrolled over there for masters
Oh yeah.
because at such an early age, when you are in bachelor's, you're just, I think, 16, 17 years old. That time, obviously, your parents will not
Yeah. You're
allow
too
you to be that
small to
far.
go distance and
Yeah.
then take decisions at a very small age. So little matured this thing where you can go after your graduation.
Yes.
That's what you advise.
Yes, because certainly from Mumbai, Maharashtra, West Bengal is too far.
Yeah.
So that is the thing. Other still, but there are a lot of universities other than Maharashtra. In Gujarat, there is in Baroda, there is Maharaja Sayajirao University, which is also
Okay.
another famous art institution,
Okay.
MSU.
Yeah.
So there also one can go. From
Okay.
Mumbai, it's
Hmm.
quite nearby.
Yeah. That
So
is.
in Gujarat also there are a lot of colleges. There is there is a college in Surat
Yeah.
also.
Okay.
So there are in almost in every city, I think there are art colleges.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yes.
So after that, I mean, you have done some, nice things like print making. I want to ask you, like, I have seen your paintings. I have seen you have been doing a lot of work on print making. So I would like you to put some light on that as to what it is, because that seems to be fascinating, and I want others also to know how you could go about it. What was?
Uh, so I think when I was doing my graduation, that time printmaking was only introduced as a subject
Yeah.
from, just like other subjects, it was just introduced like any other subject. And I wasn't really, you know, interested in that, because printmaking is actually basically a traditional or older way of
Mm-hmm.
creating multiple images. Like uh, before the invention of digital printers, there
Mm-hmm.
were these printing presses
Yeah.
through which newspapers and other pamphlets or posters were printed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there were a lot of techniques for that. So basically, what is the deal with printmaking is you
Yeah.
create a surface,
Hmm.
you create a relief surface, you actually carve your design or maybe your content, maybe fonts or anything. You create a relief surface, you
Yeah.
apply ink on that,
Yeah.
and then you put papers on that, as many as you want. Like you want to create, for suppose, 10 copies
Yeah.
from one surface,
Hmm.
you can just put paper on that, you can put it through that press, that printing press,
Hmm.
and you get the artwork or a copy of your poster or
Okay.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a means of communication during those times when uh, when there were not digital printers or anything
But
to.
is it relevant now also? I mean, if you are still pursuing that and if
Yes.
you it as a
So what
primary.
happened is, afterwards, when this digital and everything came up, afterwards these presses got,
It's
almost
got
useless
obsolete,
product. Yeah,
obsolete, obsolete is the word.
yeah.
Where
And
people.
then
Hmm.
and then they were actually transferred to the art colleges, art institutions, and that's where artists also started using these presses, this printmaking technique as a medium of art.
Yeah.
Like there is painting, sculpture. These are like most famous mediums that
Yeah.
everyone knows. But printmaking is something which is a combination of uh, you know you can say it's a combination of 2D and 3D. From a
Okay.
3D surface, you actually print the artwork on a 2D surface, right? So
Yes.
it involves a lot of techniques. So let me not get into that right now,
Okay. Okay. No
because
issues.
it's too vast to explain.
True. True.
And certainly now on Google, if you will just search for printmaking processes, you will get a little bit idea about what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, yeah, so these techniques were used in art also
Yeah.
since very beginning. Like you must have heard about block printing
Yeah.
on
Block printing, of course.
cloth.
Yeah.
So it was done on textiles earlier mostly.
Mm.
The carved wooden blocks, impressions of those were taken on a textile. But then slowly, when artists started using it on
Yeah.
paper,
Yeah.
so it became a medium of art, and that's what is introduced us as a
Mm.
subject in art colleges now, and also it is available as a specialization subject. So
Okay.
basically, I took it for my master's. So it was all accidental because I never liked printmaking because it involves a lot of laborious processes,
Okay.
which I wasn't very interested in.
Mm.
But ultimately, for my master's, I wanted to learn something new because I realized by the final year that painting, sculpture, and all these things are very, one can say, most overrated mediums of art. Like if you say visual art, you will say, oh, painter, or sculptor, okay, but they
Mm.
don't know other process. Like there is a ceramic artist, there is a textile artist, there is a metal work artist, like jewelry designer, and all these terms also fall under visual art means visual
Okay.
artists. So
Okay.
then I thought, okay, let's give it a try, and I went for a printmaking.
Okay.
So Vishwa Bharati University is one of the very famous colleges for printmaking,
Yeah.
set, specifically because printmaking as a medium of art actually started from there, West Bengal.
Okay. Okay.
So, and in Shantiniketan, it was like a lot of famous printmakers are there who pursued their education from there, and they actually introduced printmaking as a very strong medium of visual art and communication. So
Okay.
that's why I chose that subject. And right
Yeah.
now also,
Yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're
right
saying
now
something.
also I only work in printmaking as well as drawing.
Yeah.
But printmaking enables me to communicate a little bit more in art field than painting. So that's why, yeah,
Okay. How effective is Bangalore? How active is Bangalore? Because Bengaluru now, as you call it.
Bengaluru, yeah.
Now that you're settled over there, or at least you have been over there, I mean, do you find that it is very encouraging to art and culture, and for your kind of background? How is it? How do you advise students from here?
Yeah, Bangalore. I won't say that I know much about the city because I think I just shifted here last year around
Yeah,
August,
yeah.
and later on, like before I could explore the city, the lockdown
The
happened, so
pandemic,
I
yeah,
couldn't.
pandemic is
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah,
I couldn't really explore the city. Although I've got a really nice experience with
yeah.
people in Bangalore
Yeah.
regarding related with their way of appreciating visual art, and they are quite interested because see what happens here is here there is a culture of buying art. I think there is a culture in Bangalore
Hmm.
uh, because here every year this art
Are there a
fair
lot of
happens, which is
exhibitions?
called,
Exhibitions in
yeah,
Bangalore?
exhibitions are also there. Nowadays, exhibitions are like almost everywhere.
Hmm.
And normal person wouldn't go to the galleries to buy art. So
Oh yeah.
I think here a culture is more of one-on-one. People actually directly connect with the artists over here,
Hmm.
which is a
Hmm.
good thing.
Okay.
That doesn't happen in Mumbai that much,
Okay.
but this happens over here. I got a really nice experience in when I participated in an annual art fair that
Yeah.
happens over here every
Hmm.
year.
Hmm.
Around there is this art college in Bangalore,
Hmm.
Chitrakala Parishad. So they organize this event every year, which is an art fair where artists come, they get a stall, they can exhibit their works over there, and normal people just come there, just and it's not very commercialized like Kalagoda festival in Mumbai. It's not
Okay.
commercialized at all. So
Hmm.
it's a very affordable way of just you can just in affordable rate you can get your stall and people come and buy from you directly.
Okay.
And that was a really nice experience that I
Hmm.
had. I could communicate with a lot of people in Bengaluru over
Hmm.
there. And yes, so they have a culture of buying art. That is very important. Yes.
And of course, Kalagoda, one cannot say it's completely commercial because I am from Mumbai and Kalagoda has its own importance. You must have also visited Kala.
No, I wouldn't
Um,
say in that way, but
yeah.
earlier it was definitely a good place to exhibit your works and everything. But I wouldn't say it's see being commercial is a thing
Hmm.
in Mumbai. It's a
Oh,
financial
that's
capital.
a
So
fancy. Yeah, I mean that's
yeah.
the way life is over here.
So for fine artists like us, we
Hmm.
don't really you know uh, be at a place which is uh, see it's a good platform for designers
Yeah.
and for people who create products.
True.
So as a fine artist I do not create products, I
Okay.
create
Okay.
artworks, so
So
that is the difference actually.
they are right in their own way. You are right in your own way. I
Yes,
don't
yes,
dismiss
yes,
anyone.
yes,
That is why
definitely.
that is the reason I am trying to balance what you said. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the your future plan of action? What you want to do beyond your masters? Have you decided about it?
Yeah, so like I was talking about the art field and the opportunities that are related with this field.
Yeah.
So just now, as we got this thing about
Mm.
earlier discussion, so I want to make this very clear that in art field also there are two different segments and two
Mm.
different mentalities.
Mm.
One is a mentality of designers, applied artists who are more into creating something, creating a design or artwork for people.
Yeah.
So that's more of a communicative thing. And though that stream has lot of opportunities in terms of courses.
Yeah.
There is fashion design, there is product design, there is a lot of other options are there in that field,
Yeah.
animation
Yeah.
and all these things. In fine art field, we are a little bit like this.
Okay.
We create art for art's sake.
Mm.
We do not create art like we are more of expressing ourselves or expressing some concept through our artworks, and then we generally exhibit those artworks into galleries, or there are a lot of other conventional ways of exhibiting our works. So we are little bit, you can say, traditional.
Okay.
So that's where this is the other field actually. So
Mm.
here our criteria is more of research oriented. So
Okay.
if I want to work on a particular subject that I'm interested on, I will research about it. I will meet those communities. I will. So it's more of a little bit intellectual or research oriented. It involves study a little
Mm.
bit. So hereafter, as I am also doing my personal art practice, so I am also working towards my doctoral studies now. So you also have, after post graduation, you can also pursue your PhD in fine art.
Yeah, very good.
So you have opportunity to, go beyond degree and explore a little bit more. So yes, there are a lot of opportunities, but you must get into this field first.
So it's a very
Yes.
nice perspective a person looks into, where we don't just limit ourselves. So you can also be Dr. Prachi Sahasrabudhe when you do your PhD, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I mean, it's something new. I mean, I also wouldn't know. I did not know earlier that you could do PhD in this field and have that doctorate degree. So, like a person from a small place like Dahisar, we always consider small, not in that way, but we used to always feel that
Yes.
we are not having those facilities. We are always the end of the suburb. But I consider Dahisar as not end of the suburb, but I always want to take it as a gateway to Mumbai. When they call it as
Yes.
gateway of India, which is at Churchgate,
Ha.
India School
Yes.
of
From
Arts
that
is
side.
जवळ. So I always want to emphasize as the founder of Dahisar Connect that like when you're connecting to Mumbai, Dahisar is the first thing you enter into. So,
Definitely.
have that pride. So I always want to have, this emphasized on people's mind through Daisar Connect that, when these students of mine, they go out in this world and they branch out in different areas and they achieve something, this is the platform where, the parents also should feel proud that, they make a name for themselves. And that's the reason I had invited you. And if I have missed out on anything, you please conclude that also, because if there's anything which you would like to tell the parents who would, want their children to enroll themselves to go in for fine arts or, a degree or PhD. Is there anything
Yes.
you would like to emphasize before we conclude?
So yeah, so I was, as I was saying,
Yeah.
I am personally into fine art field. So my approach might be a little bit, limited or maybe rigid. But
Conservative, as you
yeah,
call it.
yes, conservative. Yeah, I'm a little bit in that manner because my education has been like that.
Hmm.
But anyway, if you consider today's times, then I feel that because I deal with a lot of students and their parents, and it's absolutely, there is no harm in not knowing about it, but you can always talk to relevant people. And so people must first understand the difference between artists who have taken education in art field,
Yeah.
and see, there are self-proclaimed artists also, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to do. It's perfectly all right. But when you want to pursue education in art, then you must inquire to the person who have done that, who have taken education, at least a bachelor's in fine art. So this is one thing I would like to convey to the parents. And another thing is, today internet is giving you a lot of
Access. Yeah.
information
Yeah.
and
Information.
access to,
Hmm.
yeah, and there are universities far away, maybe another country.
Yeah.
If you are, you know okay to pursue your education outside India, then it's a great thing to do. They have really nice programs in fine art or creative fields. So you can search it anyhow on internet also. But it's always good to have a talk with someone who has done that or who is pursuing their career as artists.
Hmm.
So another thing is, I think people should not feel very, maybe nervous about, you know, there is one cliche question that I get, a statement or a question. What is the
Hmm.
scope?
Hmm.
This answer is like, I cannot give answer for that. I mean,
त्याच-
any
ह्याच्यात
career,
ह्याच्यात फ्युचर आहे
any
का?
career,
इज देअर ह्याच्यामध्ये काही
yeah.
फ्युचर आहे का? Yeah, because people want to सर,
Yes,
when they feel like, okay, 2 वेळचं जेवण माणसाला मिळते की नाही, that
yes,
they are a little
because
worried. There's a question mark.
I think all the teachers get quite irritated with this question, because is there future or is there scope or not depends completely on the
On
student, how he or
individuals,
she
on
explores. Yeah.
individuals. Yeah. I agree with you.
So if that individual is able to explore enough to make his or her place into that career or field, then yeah, he has a scope. But if he does not give his 100%, then he might not achieve what he wanted. So this has to be, this question has to be removed first, because when you actually enter to certain field, you should come there to learn, and not to, not with the mindset that I want to earn money afterwards.
So
Because
this myth has to
yes,
be erased.
yes,
It has to be
yeah,
erased from your mind.
the myth of comparing success with money should be removed, because there are a lot of people from other fields who have taken education in those fields, are doing nice careers, earning a lot of money, but are not happy with what they are doing. And ultimately they come towards artists like us. They look at us, the way we live, and we live quite a nice life, and that mentality also should change, that artists look like long hair and chola, and
Yeah.
that has changed, because
Hmm.
now artists are also
Well
uh,
off. They're doing well
well
in life.
organized, and they are, yeah, presenting themselves very nicely. So uh, parents are generally worried that if their child uh,
Pursues
becomes an
this
artist
career.
or something,
Yeah.
he will start growing his hair or beard and all these things. So
Yeah.
that
So
doesn't happen.
because that is symbolic, people used to feel if the artist, if
Yes, yes,
he has to be having a long beard and absolutely unkempt hair and person who's not
yes.
presentable. But it's that I think things have changed when we
Yes.
look at your presentation also. I mean,
And I think there is a positive thing that I can observe today is a lot of upcoming generation is inclined towards creative fields. So I think even parents should gain knowledge about all these fields. So when your child actually wants to pursue it, you will be able to guide him or her, and you will be at the same level as your child,
I,
because nowadays I have found students only, they in ninth standard or eighth standard children only, they are calling me or connecting me over Facebook or Instagram and asking, I am in school but I want to become an artist, how to do that. So children today are so, they
enthusiastic.
have enthusiastic, and they have the platforms to connect. So I think even parents can understand that.
Yeah, they
And
should take that. I mean, they should also be equally enthusiastic and gain more information. And do you
definitely.
train students for entrance examination? Do you have? Because
Yes, yes, for entrance exam of JJ School of Art, or for a basic preparation to
hmm,
pursue any or to appear for any interview in art college. So I can help students or guide students to create their portfolio for
great.
exam or practice. So yes, I take up classes. I actually teach different age groups, so I conduct a lot of online classes now.
Okay.
So yes, I can
Is there any
offer.
age limit where they can actually to enroll at your this thing for the class? Is there any age limit, say 10 years, 12 years, or beyond 10th standard, or what is the
Depends on what the person wants to learn. Like if a student wants to pursue their art career and wants to prepare a portfolio, or just wants to practice for that, then I might. So that age group is generally after 10th to 12th or after 12th. And who wants to just learn a little bit about painting or that kind of like hobby oriented, then for that there is no age group. I think there is no age limit for that.
The reason I asked you is when I make a presentation of this or when I host it on Dahisar Connect, I will, ensure that I give your email address so that people come
Okay.
to you if they want to. Parents can get in touch with you. They can ask for any advice. If you are okay with this, then I can do that. I can
Yes.
always host your email address for
Sure, sure.
so that you can guide
Sure.
them in
I will
future.
be happy to connect with them and explain them if
Yeah,
they have
because
any.
it's a good one-to-one connect if the parents are from Dahisar and that Vidya
Hmm.
Mandir this thing is there, and so they can always take the liberty of just sending a mail to you or message, and then from there you can take it forward from there and guide them.
Yes, certain. Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
I have taken ample of your time. It was very nice to have connected with you, and we'll wind up the interview. So
Yes.
nice talking
It
to you,
was
Prachi.
nice. It was nice to get an opportunity to talk and share my views
Views, yeah.
over
Thank
here.
you, thank you.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you.